Hello, welcome to the PhoneWord Workshops event for Wednesday, August the 12th, 2015. It is 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and today we're having an open session. And however, we're going to be talking about some new elements of blockchain. We're also going to be talking about registry considerations using the blockchain, as well as some JavaScript tools to take a look at, and some upcoming events. So thank you for joining. This is part 1 of 2. There'll be another session next week on August the 19th. And excuse me just a second. August the 19th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And I thank you for tuning in to this. So let me get right into it and talk about some things that might be of interest to you. You've been following along on the PhoneWord workshops. First of all, start the screen share. This is something that we talked about last night. It was brought up by Brian Gemrick during the blockchain meetup, something called Bitcoin Core. And it's brand new to me. I'm not really, I really haven't used this at all, but what I'm interested in, what I'm excited about is it looks like it's got some blockchain capabilities sort of built into an easy to use platform. So I'm interested in experimenting with this to see what can be done with the blockchain using this Bitcore, and also with their wallet service. So I think we're going to be using this at an event in September, which is associated with the blockchain meetup, which is the blockchain hack attack. So I'm bringing this to your attention now because I think it's something that looks interesting. It looks like it might have some possibilities as a tool set to expand and work upon in upcoming PhoneWord workshops. Excuse me. So the other tool set that we've looked at in the past is Bitcoin.js, and there was a blockchain meetup that was devoted to Bitcoin.js that was also conducted by Brian Gemrick, and you can take a look at that under Meetup/blockchain tech and see that video as well as the videos posted here on PhoneWord workshops a couple months ago. So those are a couple of interesting elements, interesting tools, the Bitcore as well as the Bitcoin.js. And in the future on the PhoneWord workshops, I'm planning to work with these a little bit in detail and see what's the possibilities are for creating something that's associated with a registry operation as well as peer-to-peer connectivity using the blockchain and creating something that's a next generation of naming, addressing, and numbering. So if you're new to PhoneWord workshops, one of the elements using the blockchain that we've looked at in the past is something called Namecoin. And this is Namecoin. It's one of the first forks of the Bitcoin blockchain, and it's been kind of dormant for the last few years, but it looks like there's a little bit of interest that's sort of rekindling around this. There's a couple more recent posts. There's also the Namecoin bounty. This whole initiative apparently was started with a bounty process, and I believe there might be some new activity around the bounties that are being posted. Although I don't see anything right off the bat. So anyway, this is just kind of a refresher that Namecoin is something that offers the possibility of creating a whole new set of naming, addressing, and numbering that's blockchain centered. And I think it's something that might be interesting as a model to look at using this Bitcore. The other thing that I'd like to bring to your attention is something that I've been exploring, which is called Ionic. And Ionic is a tool set that is designed to work with something called Apache Cordova and combined with Ionic, and basically something to create a whole new hybrid native browser-based mobile app hybrid. And I think it's very interesting. I'll bring to your attention one other thing, which I just finished reading today, which is Learning Ionic by Arvind Ravulavaru. And I think that we mentioned Arvind in the past on the PhoneWord workshops. On his site, he's done a peer-to-peer connectivity demonstration using WebKit, and now he's written and released this book called Learning Ionic, which I would recommend you read, pick up a copy and read. I think it's a very powerful tool set, and I'm looking forward to exploring this in greater detail. So, also, Ionic has just released this, which is called their lab. Looking forward to exploring this. Looks like it's an interface that makes it easier to use Ionic and easier to deploy Ionic apps. So those are a few things that we're going to be looking at in the future here on the PhoneWord workshops. I'll also bring to your attention the blockchain meetup. We had an event last night, which was well attended, and there was a lot of interest in the blockchain and some of the possibilities around the blockchain. I think there are a lot of people that are technically well-versed, but are brand new to the idea of the blockchain. So you can see, well, you can certainly go to this site, which is meetup.com/blockchain tech, and you can follow along and see some of the things we've done in the past, some of the presentations, and also what's coming up in the future. One of which is the Blockchain Hack Attack, which will be on Saturday, September the 26th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Gangplank Chandler. And we're targeting about 50 people to participate in this and basically have a day-long set of lectures or sessions, information sessions, break into teams, and then come back and do about a 3-hour, what we call a hack attack, which is kind of a condensed hackathon. So keep an eye on that. Should be very interesting what develops from that event. And the other thing that I'll bring to your attention on the PhoneWord workshops, under the workshops tab, you can follow along here and see what's upcoming with the workshops and some other things. But the sessions from the blockchain meetup are also posted here. So last night's meetup was recorded, and you can see all the information about the hackathon toolkit and starter kit was covered here. It's about a 2-hour session. And here's some of the other past sessions that you can follow along and watch the recordings. So that is about all I have for today. And I'm going to turn off the screen share. Bear with me. So this is part 1 of 2. Next week on August the 19th, 2015 at 11 a.m. Eastern Time will be part 2 of the PhoneWord workshops. And then on August the 26th at 4 p.m. Eastern, a sister enterprise called the PhoneWord Forum will have a session that talks more along the lines of policy and business models rather than technical considerations. So thank you for dialing in. Thank you for your interest, and join us again. Goodbye.